What if Brazil's biggest challenge against France is not in attack or defense, but right in the middle of the pitch? When two football giants like Brazil and France meet, every position on the field becomes extremely important. But this time, the spotlight is especially focused on Brazil's midfield. With one of the team's most important midfielders unavailable due to injury, the question every fan is asking is simple. Who will step up and take control of Brazil's midfield against France? The Brazilian national team has always been known for its incredible talent, especially in attacking positions. However, in recent years, the midfield has sometimes been an area where the team still searches for the perfect balance. Even with a squad filled with stars, finding the right combination in the middle of the field has not always been easy. And now, with Bruno Guimarães unavailable due to injury, the challenge becomes even more complicated for head coach Carlo Ancelotti. Since taking charge of Brazil, Carlo Ancelotti has often relied on a stable midfield partnership. In most matches, the experienced Casemiro has been paired with Bruno Guimarães. Together, they provided balance, control, and stability in the middle of the pitch. Casemiro brings leadership, defensive strength, and tactical awareness, while Bruno Guimarães adds creativity, energy, and smart passing. This partnership quickly became one of the most reliable parts of Ancelotti's tactical system. But football can change very quickly. Injuries are always a part of the game, and unfortunately for Brazil, Bruno Guimarães is expected to miss the next 2 matches due to injury. His absence creates a significant gap in the midfield, forcing Ancelotti to rethink his plans. Now the big question is, who will replace him and partner Casemiro in the starting lineup? One of the names that immediately comes into discussion is Lucas Paqueta. The talented midfielder recently returned to Flamengo and has already shown some promising performances. In 9 matches for the club, Paqueta has scored 3 goals. Although some critics say he has not yet reached the same level of form he showed in previous seasons, there is no doubt about his technical ability and creativity. Paqueta is naturally an attacking midfielder who enjoys moving forward, linking play with the forwards, and creating chances in dangerous areas. Coaches often see him as someone who can add creativity to Brazil's midfield. Against a strong opponent like France, having a player who can unlock defenses and connect the midfield with the attack could be extremely valuable. For this reason, many believe that Lucas Paqueta has a strong chance of being included in the lineup. Another very interesting option for Brazil is the young and talented Andrey Santos. The midfielder has been part of a national team setup for some time, but until now he has not received many opportunities to prove himself on the international stage. However, things have started to change recently. Under the new coaching staff at Chelsea, Andrey Santos has begun to show his true potential. His performances have become more consistent, and he has demonstrated maturity, confidence, and strong technical ability in midfield. Timing is also working in his favor. With Bruno Guimarães injured, this could be the perfect opportunity for Andrey Santos to finally earn significant minutes with the Brazilian national team. For a young player, moments like this can be career-defining. If Andrey Santos performs well while wearing the famous yellow jersey of Brazil, it could open the door for him to become a regular member of the squad. It could even strengthen his chances of being included in Brazil's squad for the next World Cup. That is why many fans are excited to see whether Ancelotti will trust the young midfielder in such an important match. Another player who could return to the squad is Joelinton. Over the past few seasons, Joelinton has transformed himself into a very effective and hard-working midfielder. Playing for Newcastle United, he has become one of the club's most consistent performers. In his last 3 matches, he has already recorded 2 goals and 1 assist, showing that he can contribute not only defensively, but also offensively. Joelinton's biggest strengths are his physical power, stamina, and aggressive style of play. He is a player who is not afraid of physical battles in midfield, something that could be extremely useful against a strong and dynamic team like France. Matches between Brazil and France are usually intense and highly competitive, and having a physically dominant midfielder like Joelinton could help Brazil maintain control in the middle of the pitch. Another name that deserves attention is Ederson, who has been performing impressively for Atlanta. Ederson is known for his defensive discipline, intelligent positioning, and ability to break up opposition attacks. As a defensive midfielder, he combines strong tackling with accurate passing, allowing him to both protect the defense and help start attacking moves. For a coach like Carlo Ancelotti, having a player like Ederson in the squad provides valuable tactical flexibility. If Brazil needs more defensive stability against France's dangerous attackers, Ederson could be an excellent option to support Casemiro in midfield. The discussion does not stop there. Brazil also has other midfield options who could potentially receive a call-up. Two names that are often mentioned are Andrés Pereira and Matheus Pereira. Both players have shown impressive performances at club level and have the technical ability to contribute creatively in midfield. Andrés Pereira, in particular, has gained attention for his ability to control the tempo of the game and deliver dangerous passes in the final third. Matheus Pereira, on the other hand, is known for his vision and attacking creativity. Depending on the tactical approach Ancelotti wants to use against France, one of these players could also become part of the squad. At the end of the day, one of the biggest strengths of Brazilian football is its incredible depth of talent. Even when a key player like Bruno Guimarães is unavailable, the national team still has several talented midfielders who are capable of stepping up and performing at the highest level. For Carlo Ancelotti, the challenge is not simply finding a replacement. It is about choosing the right combination that can provide balance between defense, creativity, and physical strength. Casemiro will almost certainly remain a central figure in midfield, but the identity of his partner could play a crucial role in determining how Brazil performs against France. This decision could also give fans a glimpse into Brazil's long-term plans. With the next World Cup approaching, every match becomes an opportunity for players to prove they deserve a place in the future squad. Will Lucas Paqueta bring creativity to the midfield? Will Andrey Santos finally get his big opportunity? Could Joelinton's physical power make the difference? Or will Ederson's defensive stability earn him a place in the starting lineup? Only time will reveal Carlo Ancelotti's final decision. But one thing is certain. Brazil's midfield battle against France will be one of the most exciting aspects of the match. Now we want to hear from you. In your opinion, which midfielders should start for Brazil against France? Who should partner Casemiro in the midfield? And which players should be included as backup options?